Hello and welcome to Bird Talk Radio. I am your host, Joshua Martin. I'll be going over the games, the scores, and, everything Philadelphia Eagles. Go Birds. Now let's start the show. Welcome to a kind of victory Monday. The Eagles are still beautifully undefeated. First time in franchise history, we are 8-0, which is awesome to see. Today I am wearing the beautiful, who should have been MVP last year, but whatever, Jokic. But the greatest center in the league right now, big man, Joel Embiid. Even though we're not doing so hot in the division, or I know it all depends on the Eastern and Western Conference with the play-in tournaments now, but in our division, we're last. Eastern Conference, we're 10th place. We're just in the play-in tournament. 4-6 of the year right now. I know we lost Harden for a little bit. Was it a hand injury? I think he's out for a couple months, which I'm kind of sad about it, I guess, but we get to see more of Tyrese Maxey, get to see more Embiid, but we do lose that shooting power. Maxey is averaging 24.9 points per game. For a young man, that is good. I'm so glad we picked him up. I'm so glad. We got the Suns tonight, 8 p.m. Tough team. They're 7-2, 6-2 on the season. So yeah, that's the jersey I'm wearing today. The beautiful Joel Embiid. I think we know what happened this past weekend. I guess we can pull up that first image, Kaylee, because congratulations to the man right there, Dusty Baker himself. It was the most, I don't know if it was the most wins or the most postseason games by a manager without having a World Series. That's who Dusty Baker was until Saturday night. Houston Astros did beat the Phillies. They won it 4-2. Yordan Alvarez just had that moon shot straight to center. I don't think they should have took out Zach Wheeler. I think Juan Alvarado did. Alvarado had some. Jose Alvarado had some. Anxieties about him because we have put him in terrible positions this World Series. With the first game we put him in, I don't know if it was the first game, but we put him in with that bases loaded situation, and he hit Yordan Alvarez. I think that was game 3 or game 4. I know it was in Philly. But we just keep pitting him in terrible situations. Just keep Zach Wheeler in there. But congratulations, Dusty Baker. He has had a lot of unfortunate events. 2002. I mean that. It was the one with the Chicago Cubs. It was the series before the World Series, I think. The Chicago Cubs, the famous catch by the fan attendee. I forgot his name. But he reached over and snagged the foul ball. Could have sent them to the World Series, the Chicago Cubs. And then he was a part of the San Francisco Giants 2002 World Series. Angels got a 3-run to tie the game, and then another 3 runs next inning and then go on to win the World Series in Game 7, something like that. But just congratulations, Dusty Baker himself. He finally got his chip. Hopefully he's done. He's He's definitely on the older side of things. Hopefully he can just retire and enjoy his life now. But yeah, congratulations to them. On to football, though. I guess we can just keep it here and pull up that next image, Kaylee, because the Eagles did play Thursday night. Beautiful game by Dallas Goedert himself. 8 receptions, 100 receiving yards, and 1 touchdown. I'm so glad that we stuck with him. He is younger than Zach Ertz. And I mean, as of right now, I think he is a better tight end than Zach Ertz. Obviously, back in the day when we had them two, Zach Ertz was our primary guy, but Dallas Goedert really showed himself off for us as his career is developing with the Eagles. Jalen Hurts had another beautiful game, 21 and 27, 243 passing yards, 2 passing touchdowns. Miles Sanders got our first touchdown of the game. Just a lot of beautiful stuff by Philly. That first half was a little scary. I think it was the Houston Texans. We kind of downplayed them a lot, I bet. Dameon Pierce is just a monster for them, running back out of Florida. I hope he wins Offensive Rookie of the Year. I know it's probably between him, if I had to guess right now, him, Garrett Wilson, and Chris Olave. Those 2 receivers are doing a beautiful season, but Dameon Pierce is literally the offense for the Houston Texans right now, and especially with the Brandon Cook situation with them, they're probably going to look for Pierce a lot. But like I said, that first half was a little sketchy. Then our defense finally came out in the second half. Got 2 interceptions. C.J. Gardner-Johnson had that beautiful diving interception. It was the Houston Texans. It was a game that we were supposed to win. Just like I said, I like that second half more than the first half. Pull up the next image, I guess, because we got this beautiful defender, Robert Quinn. I'm so glad we picked him up from Chicago Bears. But it wasn't even him that had the All-Star game the other day. It was, let me find his name. He had 3 sacks. Yeah, 3 sacks. Javon Hargrave had 3 sacks against the Houston Texans. This defensive front by us is absolutely scary. And the other scary thing about it is that we have 2 rotations. We have a A squad and a B squad, and the B squad can be an A squad for any other team. That's how good our defensive front is. I mean, we have Javon Hargrave, T.J. Edwards, or I think he's a linebacker, Josh Sweat. We got Fletcher Cox. We got just Brandon Graham. We got insane amount of talent on our defensive side of things nowadays. Just a beautiful game by us. Beautiful win. 8-0 in the season. First time in franchise history. Feels good. All right, we can go ISO on and back on me, and I'll cover the 1 o'clock games of NFL football. NFL football. This is a very tight shot. Ooh, I like that one more. Okay. Chargers and Falcons. That was a very close game. Chargers came out on that one with a last-second field goal to win the game 20-17. I did pretty good on my picks, I should say, if you looked at them. I only had 3 losses, I think it was. We'll find out tonight. I picked the Ravens over the Saints, so we'll find out tonight. But Chargers won that one. Cordell Patterson's back. I forgot that he came back. I have him on my fantasy. He had 2 touchdowns of the day. The only two touchdowns for the Falcons. But I know Atlanta's happy to have him back, but they just couldn't hold it off. Like I said, Chargers got the victory on that one, 20-17. An actually really good game, Miami versus Chicago Bears. The 1 o'clock games were really good. There were some blowouts, I'll say. There was 2 blowouts, I should say. But the Dolphins and the Bears, Justin Fields, 15 carries. This is the quarterback for the Chicago Bears, by the way. 15 carries, 178 rushing yards, and 1 rushing touchdown. He had that beautiful rushing touchdown where he slipped out to the left side and just kept running. That man's 40 is probably like a 4.4 or something like that for a quarterback that is absolutely insane. Tua Tagovailoa had another good game, 21 to 30, 302 passing yards, 3 touchdowns. Tyreek Hill, it just seems like every single week he has just over 100 receiving yards. I don't know how they're going to stop this man, but the Dolphins somehow pulled the victory off that one, 35-32. On to the Panthers and Bengals game. If you had Joe Mixon on your fantasy squad, congratulations to you, because you just scored over 50 points by one person. He had 4 rushing touchdowns and 1 receiving touchdown. Math, 5 total touchdowns in general. But just a dominant performance by him. The Panthers, I don't know what's up with them right now. I don't know why they started P.J. Walker. I know he's trying to make a name for himself in the NFL. I hope he does. I hope he has a good career for him. But Baker Mayfield is your quarterback, and he was healthy. You should have played him the whole game. You see what happened when you put him in the second half. They actually start scoring points. He's a number 1 overall pick for a reason. I no bash to P.J. Walker at all, but you don't bench a number 1 overall pick and have your XFL quarterback starting over. That just doesn't make sense. But the Bengals got a dominant performance in that win, 42-21. Like I said, Joe Mixon, 22 carries, 153 rushing yards, and 4 rushing touchdowns. And he also had that 1 receiving touchdown from Joe Burrow. On to the Lions and the Vikings. The pick I told you was going to happen. Lions came out on top. Aaron Rodgers just has no one to throw to. He was just looking to Allen Lazard way too much. Absolutely way too much this past game. They picked up on it really easily. And the Lions, they just somehow won that game. There was no real. It was a defensive battle for 2 teams that have terrible defenses. It's just kind of, it was the end score was Lions 15, Packers 9. It was a weird game. I'll say that. Another dominant performance was New England Patriots, 26-3 win over the Colts. Another controversial start on the QB side of things. Don't blame me. I don't know if Matt Ryan's injured or anything like that, but they started Sam Ehlinger, who did not have a pass completion till midway the second quarter. Why would you put him in? I have no idea. Matt Ryan is a Super Bowl quarterback. He's an MVP quarterback. I don't know why they would put him in. It was just, I don't know. I don't know what's up with Frank Reich. He's probably done after the season, if I had to guess. But Patriots won that one, 26-3. Mac Jones looked actually a little decent. He didn't have the greatest passing yards, 20 of 30, 447 passing yards, but 1 passing touchdown. He got the job done. That's all that matters. The Bills and the Jets. The Jets defensive front. Wow. I really wanted Sauce Gardner so bad for Philly. I'm happy we got veteran cornerbacks now in James Bradbury and Darius Slay, which is probably better than a rookie. But Sauce Gardner is an absolute monster as a defensive cornerback. It's kind of beautiful seeing him in New York because of New York had Revis Island. There might be a new Sauce Gardner Island. The Jets got the win over Buffalo. Josh Allen had 2 questionable turnovers, especially that first ball. That was just a duck being thrown in the air. Michael Carter played good for the injured Breece Hall. 12 carries, 76 yards, 1 rushing touchdown. Josh Allen had 2 rushing touchdowns, 9 carries, 86 rushing yards. He didn't get any passing touchdowns. He had that 2 interceptions, kind of threw him off a little bit. I think they were going up against the Jets, and they're like, we're going up against the Jets, and we're the Buffalo Bills, so it's going to be an easy win. Nah. Jets D came up big for the 2017 win. Vikings and Commanders, another close game. Vikings won that one 20-17, and once you see my top 5 teams, it's actually a little bit funny. Well, I guess it's accurate of how it's supposed to be right now. But the Vikings are actually a surprising team this year. Yes, they just beat the Commanders, but they are 7-1 on the season. I should have downloaded the video of Kirk Cousins in the plane ride home. If not, just look it up, and he's just celebrating with the team, iced out. That team, there's something special. I don't think they're going to make it far. I don't think so. I don't think the team is good just because they still have Kirk Cousins. I'm still not surprised by him, but the team's fun to watch. I'll say it. The team is fun to watch. Justin Jefferson is. If Tyreek Hill, I guess my top 3 receivers right now, Tyreek, Justin Jefferson, and then Stephon Diggs. That's the 1, 2, and 3. Justin Jefferson, he showed him that man is going to be scary. 7 receptions, 115 receiving yards, 1 touchdown. Kirk Cousins threw for 2. And then they got the game-winning field goal to win it 20-17 over Washington Commanders. On to the next game. Another game I picked Jaguars at home. I don't know what's up with the Raiders this season. I don't think Josh McDaniels is, I said it before about it, I'm going to say it again, I don't think Josh McDaniels is a good head coach. Offensive coordinator, he's amazing. Head coach, I don't think so. Travis Etienne had another beautiful game. He's definitely a future running back for the Jaguars, and I don't know. I'll worry about Trevor Lawrence later. But 28 carries, 109 rushing yards, 2 rushing touchdowns for Travis Etienne. It was a comeback win, too, for them. Well, not really a comeback. It was kind of a comeback, but they just started out trailing. Devontae Adams had 10 receptions, 146 receiving yards, 2 touchdowns on the game. But the Raiders, it's just sad. It's just really sad to see the Raiders this year. They're 0-5 on away games. Ugh. They lost that one 27-20. Kind of a surprising game. Seahawks and Cardinals. Seahawks actually might win that division with Geno Smith, which is kind of fun to watch. Kenneth Walker, another amazing running back for them. 26 carries, 109 rushing yards, and 2 rushing touchdowns. Geno Smith passed for 2 passing touchdowns. They got the win over the Arizona Cardinals, 31-21. It was just good by both sides. It's just the Seahawks played better. That's about it. Another really fun game to watch. It was exciting at the end of the game. Rams and Buccaneers. Look at Tom Brady on that last final drive. That is a vintage Tom Brady drive right there. 36-58. Wow, damn. 58 passing. All right, 36-58, 280 passing yards. Then all he needed was that one final passing touchdown to win the game. His stats on the season are really good. I think they're not impressive, but Tom Brady's, I think his ratio is 10 touchdowns to 1 interception. And it's not anything exciting, but it's still Tom Brady though, as you can see, because he's still dominant. He's not dominant, but he's still just a good quarterback. He's always going to be just a good quarterback. He's never going to be who I guess Matt Ryan. No. I'm trying to think of someone that transferred to like a superstar player that transferred to another team and then just went. But I guess Matt Ryan. But the Buccaneers won that one, 16-13. I think the Rams are on a 4-game losing streak, which is kind of surprising because they just won the Super Bowl last year with a dominant team. I mean, they have a superstar team. I don't know what's wrong with them right now. I think they win one and they think that's it. But they just got to keep going every single year. You got to keep going. Last night was a fun game to watch, kinda. Titans and Chiefs. Ryan Tannehill was out of that game, so Malik Willis got the start, which I'm a Malik Willis fan. I think I said it like my first episode or my second episode because we were talking about the NFL draft and what teams, who picked who. And a backfield with Malik Willis and Derrick Henry running a read option and everything would be absolutely scary. There was a couple plays where we saw that and how scary it could be, but Malik Willis he didn't pass the ball at all. Patrick Mahomes, he threw the ball 68 times. 68 times and got 43 completions on that game, okay? Malik Willis only threw the ball 16 times and had 5 completions the whole game. And they still somehow went to overtime. But I don't know. That's a very tough game to put a rookie quarterback in, especially against the Kansas City Chiefs, who are a top team in the AFC, if not a top team in the NFL too. I think he can be a good quarterback. Like I said, it's just a rough situation to be put in. Derrick Henry, 17 carries, 115 rushing yards, 2 touchdowns. He's starting to get on his momentum, his little run, if you should say. But Derrick Henry, just insane monster, just a monster. But the Chiefs still got the win in overtime. Field goal to win it, 20-17 on that victory. And then tonight, Monday Night Football, we have the Ravens going to New Orleans playing the Saints. Let me see if we have Andy Dalton starting tonight. Yes, we do. I believe so. Can't find it. Whatever. Look for Lamar to have another good game, especially on the ground. I believe I do have the Ravens winning that one. I forgot what I put the score as to that one. But that's our Monday night game. I'm going to take a quick commercial break. When we will be right back, I'll give you my top 5 teams of week 9 so far. A little surprising, a little not. We'll find out. I'll be right back.
Being a successful woman in business means having the courage to own who you are. We understand the challenges faced by women, and we are here to help. Our team is here to develop the best strategy designed just for you. Your path is unique, and with the right tools, you can accomplish your dream. From radio to TV, from podcasting to magazines, we create the visibility to amplify your impact in business. At New Dawn Media, we are here to help bring your message forward and help your business flourish. It is time for your message to be seen and your voice to be heard. Contact us at 866-224-5422 or brooklyncafe.tv. Your voice can make a difference.
Hello, and welcome back to Bird Talk Radio. I'm your host, Joshua Martin. Right now, we'll go over my top 5 teams. So let's pull up that first image whenever we're ready, and I'll go over it. So as you can see, I added some new little graphics to it too. I know it's a little cheap, but whatever. I still have the Eagles up top because we are undefeated, the only undefeated team left in the NFL. It's been like that for the past 3 weeks, actually. But I got Kansas City Chiefs moving up to the 2 spot. They did get the win over the Tennessee Titans. And then the surprising one, I got the Minnesota Vikings at the 3 spot. I have them as the 3rd best team in the NFL right now, just because they are 6-1 on the year. Do I see them slowing down soon? I don't know. I got to look at their schedule. They don't have the most toughest division. They have the Bears and the Lions, and then the Packers aren't doing good either. So they will definitely win the division. What they can do in the playoffs, I have no idea, because the NFC is a little hard. I am scared of Dallas, and I'm scared of San Francisco as well, picking up Christian McCaffrey, and everyone getting healthier for San Francisco as well too. I can have 49ers at the 5 spot with Dallas. They're probably neck and neck. I just got to see more from San Fran, especially more from Jimmy Garoppolo. But I got the Minnesota Vikings at the 3 spot right now. They're on a roll. They're hot. Kirk Cousins is hot. Justin Jefferson's hot. It's kind of fun to watch them. At the 4 spot, I have the Buffalo Bills. I still think they're the best team in the NFL. I just have them drop down just because they did lose to the Jets. But I still think the Buffalo Bills are the Super Bowl contenders along with the Eagles, because those are the 2 teams that are all around perfect. The Chiefs, they have Mahomes and Kelsey, and they have a probably the greatest head coach in the league right now, and that's why the Chiefs are the Chiefs. But the Bills, they just have everyone where they need to be. They don't have a perfect defense. I think the Eagles have a perfect defense, but the Bills have a good defense, and they have a perfect offense. And it's kind of flip-flop for the Eagles. But it was just a weird loss for them. That's why I have them at the 4 spot. And then the 5 spot, I have the Dallas Cowboys. They had the bye week, but we saw what they did. I forgot who they played the week before that. But we kind of saw with Dak Prescott feeling more comfortable in his groove. We saw what they can do. They're another dominant team, which I'm more scared of the Dallas defense than I am the offense, which is kind of surprising from last year. But Dan Quinn is doing a really good job for Dallas right now. Micah Parsons is going to be a future defensive player of the year. Definitely. But yeah, Dallas is a scary team too. So yeah, that's my top 5 teams right now. I don't see anything wrong with it. I really want to hear your guys' opinions. I want to hear what you guys have to say about this. I think it's a good pick, though. Yeah. All right, we can go back ISO on me, and I can close out the show. Phillies, good job this year. Next year is going to be more fun. I know it. Just all of Philly. Basketball, we have a young team. Young, good team. Baseball, we have a young, really good team. Football, we have a young, exceptional team. It's a fun time. The Flyers, I got no idea what's up with them. I guess I can check out on them a little bit. I don't watch much hockey. But yeah, congratulations to the Phillies. Beautiful season by you guys. You guys weren't even supposed to make it the playoffs, let alone the World Series. But yeah, just congratulations to you guys. Eagles, we have the Washington Commanders, I believe, next game. And then in basketball, hold on, let me look at week 10. Oh, we got Monday night. Oh, we got next Monday night against the Commanders in Philly, too. That's going to be a dominant game. I hope we wear our all black, especially the new black helmets. I would like to see them. But yeah. birdtalkradio2022@gmail.com if you want to stay in contact with me. Bird Talk Radio 2022 on Facebook. Bird Talk Radio on Instagram. And then just check out my YouTube page as well. And I'll see you next week, Monday, 11 a.m. Bird Talk Radio. Peace out. Thank you for watching Bird Talk Radio. Again, I am your host, Joshua Martin. If you want to contact me or be on the show, just email me at birdtalkradio2022@gmail.com. Or you can call in during the show at 888-994-4995 in Studio A. Have a wonderful day, and remember, go Birds.